What do you see? What's your name? Yeah? Are you playing in the snow, Bruce? Hey guys, welcome to my channel. So I know I've been saying that I was gonna do this video for a really long time. So now that I finally got the time to sit down and record this, I'm gonna go ahead and get into it.
Yeah, get into it.
For those of you guys who don't know me, my name is Jamie. If you're coming from Instagram, I know that a lot of the times everybody seems to ask me, well, how do you say my name? Like, is it spelled the way it looks on your handle? Like, it's not. Again, my name is Jamie. It's not Jaime. I did, ask you guys a while back, to kind of ask me some questions as far as like what you want to know about me, and let's fix this. Okay, what you guys wanted to know about me, just whatever it was that you guys thought that you guys wanted to ask to get to know me. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull those up, and while I'm doing that, I just want to let you guys know that if you guys do like this video, to please go ahead and comment, share, like, and subscribe. I would really appreciate it. On my next video, I am also planning on doing a tooth gem giveaway. I'm gonna go ahead and leave some pictures up here as well for you guys to kind of take a look at. Just so you kind of get a better idea of what it is. Let me see. Where did I put these pictures? There they are. Okay. So I have a question on here that says, where are you from? I am originally from El Paso, Texas, born and raised. I've lived in California for the past 6 years, and I actually relocated. I haven't told anybody yet just because it is kind of, personal. There is some other stuff going on, and when I am ready to announce it, I will. Another one is, do you have kids? Absolutely, I do. I have my son. His name is Bruce Atreyu. He is actually going to be 4, in 2 months. February, March, April, 2 months. He's gonna be 4 in 2 months. So I have to start getting ready to plan that, like his birthday and stuff like that. I don't know if I want to do like one of those like birthday drive-bys, but that always sounds so funny. But yes, I have my son. I do plan on having more when the time is right, obviously. How old are you? I am 25. My birthday is May 11th, and yes, I'm a Taurus. So I was actually born, fun fact, I was actually born on Mother's Day. So the year that I was born, May 11th, just so happened to be Mother's Day, I was born. I always tell my mom, I was your gift. So another one, let's see, who's your nail tech? Of course, a lot of you guys have asked me that. I always do try to leave. I don't even try. I always do. I always leave my homegirl's Instagram handle on every picture that I post, on every new set that I get done. But I will leave her Instagram handle down below in the description, so you guys can go ahead and take a look at that as well. Let's see. So somebody asked me, are you still close with your brother? Your guys' relationship motivated me to be a bigger and better big brother to my sisters. I always saw the light in your eyes when you were together. How did you guys achieve that? Just curious. So my brother and I have always been close. I think that, even as children, we were just kind of raised, like, I don't even know how to explain it. Like, we were just always doing stuff together as I guess in a family, but just my siblings and I. My brother and I, got closer as we got older, and I want to say that, like, I've always told everybody this, and yes, I have my, my best friends and stuff like that, but I will always stand by the fact that I have always told everybody, like, my brother is my best friend. Like, that is my number one. I think that it also had a lot to do with the fact that we're both into cars. So my brother was raised around my uncle, who was also into cars. My uncle's first car was a Dodge Neon. And then after that, he graduated to like an SRT. you know, we were just kind of like one of those automotive families. And, you know, my father was into Harleys and, you know, old school stuff. And that's how I got my passion for Harley Davidsons, along with, you know, a few other things that I'll get into that later on. Maybe not this time. But yeah, so my brother was always into cars. We'd always go to the car meets. Whenever we would be there, like, he would always introduce me to all his friends. Like, my brother's first car, like, first actual, like, modified car or modifiable car was a, what was it? It was a Honda Civic, and I believe it was an EG, if I'm correct. And it was so funny because he would always try to teach me how to work on it. And back in that time, I was just kind of like in my own world. And, you know, I would listen to him, but then I was just like, oh, whatever, just blow it off. I didn't know how to drive yet. So it was funny because one time he had told me, hey, let's go drive. So I was like, cool. So he was trying to teach me how to drive. Needless to say, that day, he was teaching me how to drive stick. That day, when I was pulling the car into the driveway, I literally almost rammed that car up the freaking, like, the brick wall around the house. It was so funny. We were screaming. It was hilarious. You know, it was so, like, that's how we were. You know, he had his Civic, and then after that, he had his RSX, got his 240, and I was just always raised around that. And as soon as time went on, my stepdad came into the picture, who was actually at the time a
Guys, I don't know if you can tell here, but I keep trying to reach for this hair that's just tickling me behind my back.
an automotive teacher at a technical college. So he was actually my brother's teacher. So that also helped, like, build that passion and make my brother and I closer. So, you know, my first car, like, I rebuilt the engine myself. So, like, there was no way that I was ever gonna miss that passion. Like, there was no way that was just gonna bypass me. So yeah, like, that was our thing. We always hung out. Like, Sundays we would always go cruise it to our grandma's house and, like, buy some green tea. Like, it was always ritual. You know, my grandma and grandpa were there. My grandpa always had his sweetbread, his pan dulce, just, like, chilling there, and I would always share it. And it was always a good time. Wednesdays were for car meets. For those of you guys who know, in El Paso, that's how things were. Like, it was just car meets at Taco Cabana. Let me get into another question now, because I feel like I've already covered enough detail on there. But again, like, that's just how we were. Like, we just always had that close foundation. Like, there was like, we just had that passion. Oh, not just cars. Like, it was cars. Like, we would go to raves together. Like, we got into, like, house music together. My brother's first job, which was at Texas Roadhouse, was actually my first job. And the reason why I got hired there was because my general manager at that time actually told me, I believe the apple doesn't fall too far from the tree. And so he hired me. And because he loved my brother. He hated me, but he loved my brother. So I honestly want to say that if you're going to, like, if that's something that you want, like, aspire to be, like, to have, is a close relationship with your siblings or your sisters, just find something that you guys both all enjoy. It's, whether it's honestly just anything, like, it's just so random. Like, sometimes you can spark up the most random thing, and, like, that, like, it's just close, like, very quickly becomes something that, like, you guys will share and enjoy together. Yeah, so there's that. The next question is, let's see, when will you be in LA? I miss your life. So of course, the person who asked that question is actually one of my good friends. I can't disclose how often I'm in LA. I am there pretty often. Right now, the only reason for me to be out there at the moment is just for work purposes. And, you know, if I do get that extra time to see anybody, everybody always knows that I will. So to my friend who reached out asking me that, if you are watching this, just know that if I have the time, I promise this next time that I'm out there, I'll let you know, because it's coming up. I promise. Where do you live? I can't tell you that. For those of you who know, you know, like, but I just, like, for the sake of my own safety and other people and my son's, not gonna say. Somebody had also asked me, you know, was I going through depression? So when I had actually gone through and asked these questions maybe a month ago, I was going through something that was really hard on me as an adult. Like, it's just not something that I had been ever gone through. So I think the last time I've experienced that was as a teenager. If you guys are coming from Instagram, have been following me, watch those stories where I posted about it. You kind of get a general idea of what happened. I'm not gonna go over it again just because it is kind of much. I'm better. I'm doing way better now. I feel like we all kind of at some point go through uh, a mild amount of depression. You know, depression starts in the weird way, like in the weirdest ways. Like, you guys wouldn't even know. I don't know if you guys do know this, but depression, like the signs of it are sleeping all day, eating like in bed or something like that, not wanting to eat, like not getting up to shower, just random stuff. Like, oh, being an introvert in a sense is considered being depressed. Did you know that? That's what I've heard. I'm not an expert, but that's just things that I was told. But I've always said, if I'm having issues, give me 1 month and I will be better. Like, that's always how it goes for me, at least. But no, I'm not depressed. Somebody asked me, and I'm gonna make this one the last question. No, I think I'll answer 2 more. Maybe a third one. Who knows? Okay, but somebody asked me, do you gym? Yes, I gym. Again, for my longtime OG followers, friends, anybody who decides to watch this, you guys all know that I have been going to the gym for the past 10 years. Jesus, that's a lot. I didn't even think about that. So I started going to the gym in high school. I was severely bullied in high school. And I'm just gonna say it was jealousy, because a lot of you dudes, a lot of you chicks were just jealous that I was developing faster than some of y'all's girlfriends, or just some of you girls in general. But just know, I hold no grudges. I am happy. I am actually still friends with a lot of you, and a lot of you guys probably wouldn't even realize that this is directed at you. I would like to hope that you guys have come, a long ways since that time. But I've been gymming for 10 years. I was bodybuilding from, let's see, 24. I was actually only bodybuilding for 2013 up until 2015. I was only bodybuilding for 2 years. I did 3 competitions. I won 1, sucked at the rest of them. But I just don't know what it is. I would see my body on stage too, and I just wasn't happy. I just don't know, like, if it has anything to do with, like, genetics, in a sense that, like, you know how, there's, the way your back is shaped. I wouldn't say that. Like, when you have, like, a hunchback, I feel like I have a hunchback. So I feel like I have a hunchback, and then I also feel like my boobs are way too big. And then in addition to that, I've heard that you get back fat on the back of you because you need some extra baggage to carry the titties. So I didn't like it. And I always thought that I had really big quads. And then I see myself on stage, and then I'm like, what the heck? But then I also thought, of course, it's stage weight. Like, you're going to be dehydrated. You're super mega ultra tan. But yeah, I just didn't like it. I want to compete again. I just don't want to compete in bikini. I want to try doing figure, but that's going to require a lot of freaking work. So I might end up doing bikini again. But I do still gym. I was going to the gym during my entire pregnancy with my son. The last time I went to the gym was literally, I think, 2 or 3 days before I went into labor with my son. So they always say that if it's something that you're used to doing, to keep doing it. they don't recommend that if you suddenly get pregnant and you decide, okay, I want to start going to the gym to stay in shape, that it's not a good idea because it could actually affect the health of you and your baby. So make sure you speak to a doctor about that first. But I mean, I still go to the gym often. I actually took a whole year off, which sucked. So I'm gonna take a year off of my 10. So I've been going to the gym for 9. Yeah, I love it. It's a passion. It all started after I got bullied, and I appreciate everybody who did that because you made me love it. You made me love liking the way I look, made me love being healthy and making sure I look A1. But yes, that is the answer to your question, is this long ass answer saying yes. Somebody asked me, why are you always ghosting? I am always ghosting because I just, you know, like I'm into a conversation for a moment and then I'm done. You know, it has nothing to do with the person. Sometimes it actually does. But I feel like when somebody responds way too fast, like if you have your messages open and are responding right away, I kind of look at it like, dude, it's overwhelming. Yeah, I get kind of overwhelmed. I don't know what I was looking at. I get kind of overwhelmed. So I just feel like, you know, I'm like, okay, you gotta slow down. And somebody just like this, and I can't, like, I stop. I stop altogether. Or I'm like, okay, I'm gonna wait for you to finish texting and then I'll respond, and then I totally forget. It's just how I am. If you know me, you know that's how I am. I will literally reply to you in 5 to 7 business days. However, I'm the type of person who, if I'm really into conversation with you, or I really want to talk to you, or I'm trying really hard to just have a discussion with you, I'm like in the chat the whole time. I'm literally exactly what I hate sometimes. And it's and in a lot more ways than one. So, I don't know. I don't know why I'm like this. Let's see. I got it. Okay, last question. It's kind of a silly one. One of my friends asked me, when are we gonna race? Look, dude, we don't street race, for anybody who's watching. I just feel like this mommy missile of mine is, she's fast, but I get kind of scared because I'm going through a whole bunch of legal stuff right now, and I can't do this right now. I just can't. I'm sorry. Just know that my car stock is already faster than yours. And my car's not stock. I have news on my car too, but I'm not gonna share that yet. I gotta wait until I, you know, officially claim what's gonna happen to my car, because my car is actually one of my dream cars, for those of you guys who don't know. I have a Q50. I searched high and low for it. Car prior to that was actually my G37, and that was a dream car of mine. Bought it, found that I was pregnant, couldn't keep it. Well, I could, but you know, I tried putting that car seat in the back seat and no, not happening. So I decided, hey, I'm gonna do the next dream car of mine, Q50. Boom, got it, love it. I don't ever want to sell it. I have some things going on that might upgrade me though, so we might see. But that is it for today's video. Thank you guys for asking questions. I know that I could have read a whole bunch more out, but I'm trying to keep these first few videos to a certain time limit. So just know that I want to do more of these. The next video, I kind of already know what I'm gonna do. I also, like I said, I'm gonna the next video I am gonna be doing, I don't know if it's gonna be a giveaway, more or less just a sale on tooth gems. But for those of you guys who want more information on tooth gems, they are they're semi-permanent. They can be removed by your dentist. They last from 6 months to a year, depending on how you care for it, and the prices of them vary. The sales on them, I'm gonna put them down in the description below so that you guys can see what kind of a sale I'm gonna be doing, and if I do decide on doing a giveaway, of course I'll let you know in the next video. Please remember again to comment, share, like, and subscribe, and let me know what you guys think. All right, thank you guys so much.